Ladies and gentlemen, you join me on a lovely sunny day here in the UK. You've joined me at a Spargio time. We're sparging, so we're all steamy. Okay, so what we're brewing, I'm doing an IPA. 4.5 kg of Paul's Pale Malt. I've got 200 grams of light crystal, that's the malt bill, that's it. We've got 50 grams of Simcoe for bittering at the start of the boil. We've got 35 grams of Mosaic, because that's all I had left, and 50 grams of Citra. I haven't got much more of that left. Last 10 minutes, and then we're going to do a bit of a dry hop, decent dry hop I think. Just been on Interweb and ordered some Mosaic and some more Citra because I'd run out, couldn't believe it. Normally got loads of that in from Cross My Loof. I think I ordered some Idaho 7 or something as well. Anyway, they'll be here by the dry hop, won't they? I hope. Today is a nice day. 10.5 degrees in the brewery with door open. So I strike water I set at 72, and then when I mashed in I hit about 67, so mashed at 67, and we have sparged at 77 as always. We're going to use Cross My Loof 5, needs using up. Got a Proto Flock as always. Bittering hops and the boil hops. Already had a bit of a nightmare. I have to strip my pump quite regularly when I'm cleaning out because it gets particles in it. This, I think my grain's probably milled a bit fine when I'm coming to the end of the bag and it gets through the bottom, and then so I thought I'm going to put this in today. Let's put her in. It came with it, and I used it once, had a nightmare. Still some stuff in it, look. And I haven't used it since, and I'm fed up of cleaning my pump out, and so I put it on and I knew why I shouldn't use it. No recirculation. As soon as we're mashed in near enough, I was like, oh come on, really? I know what's happened, I know I shouldn't have done it. I need a word with myself. I've got 2 of these and they're similar, and they just, yep. So took that out, put it in a bucket, emptied the water and walked that we'd started into a bucket, and this was absolutely caked. Nothing was getting through that particularly. I was never going to get a recirc, so took it out. I'll just have to clean my pump. What am I going to do? I'm going to do a video on this anyway, so we'll talk about that another time. So 40-minute boil, ferment at 19 degrees probably. We'll talk about it when we've got a beer in the hand, shall we? See how it went. I'll tell you about the dry up later when I decide. Cheers. So the beer, ladies and gentlemen, is now in the glass. May I present to you the Citra and Mosaic IPA. That is as golden as the sun on a beautiful summer's day. It's as clear as my thoughts and my love for life on such a beautiful day. Carbonation streaming up the glass beautifully. Little white caparoonie. So, I hadn't decided how much to dry hop at the end of the last segment. Update. 60 grams of Citra, 60 grams of Mosaic at 14 degrees after fermentation for 4 days. We are going proper old school. These hops, Citra and Mosaic, was the first hops I brewed with any all grain brew ever. I still have some in my freezer at all times to reminisce. Still beautiful hops, still a beautiful combination. It's got to be It's got to be an absolute old school 90s Run DMC classic. Snap, Rhythm is a Dancer. Black Box, Right on Time. Absolute classics. Absolute classic beer. So, there is the classic aroma of fruitness, fruity, light beautifulness to go with that summer's day. Ah, hello dry hop. There's a bittering all the way through. Now, 50 grams of Simcoe at the start of the boil. Then Simcoe was not super fresh, but it's done the trick. I'm a bit behind. I'm a bit out of practice with bittering. I've done quite a few beers with not any bittering in, to be fair. Pale ales, smashes have been fresh, fruity, light, with absolutely no bittering. Every hop being so late in the boil or in the whirlpool or dry hopped. So I've had to rethink, these hops aren't super fresh. But nice steady bittering all the way through. Then bringing in those classic tastes and smells of Citra and Mosaic. Oh, they are like the perfect couple. And I know I'm probably reminiscing. I've moved with the times. I use all sorts of hops. I'm happy to move on. But coming back to the classic. Jason and Kylie. We know, don't we? Citrus. Tropical mango taste. There's a bit more Citra than Mosaic in here. But I think Mosaic is a bit, it's more complex and more complicated than Citra. So pop a bit more Citra in, balances it up nicely. The mango, the lemon, the passion fruit. This amount of dry hop, this is a fresh keg. This is fresh. And I think we've got a little bit of that dankness in there. You know that? A little bit, just a little bit of, a hint of a little bit of dank. Oh my goodness. Little bit of lacing, look. Little bit of lacing. Oh. I don't know what's going on with my clarity at the minute, ladies and gentlemen, but... Old school classics. Nike Air. Chopper bikes. Golf GTI. That's what this is. That's what this is. For my age group. Oh my goodness. Takes me back to the start of brewing. Start of my all-grain brew. What have I been doing? Reminiscence. Beautiful. I'm so pleased I did this. I'm so pleased I did it. Carbonation, look. Colour, clarity, sticking around a bit, lacing on the glass. The aroma, the taste, the joy. Seriously, I'm not just picking this up. This has made me so happy. I'm so enjoying it. I haven't had many off this keg yet, but I've got plenty to enjoy. Going back to old school basics. Now and again, needs to be done. Cheers.
Like, subscribe and hit the bell.